everyone, and my name is Eula, and today we're gonna read Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger story, starting at Chapter 14, A Light Bulb, A Pencil Sharpener, A Coffee Pot, and A Sack of Potatoes story. And we're gonna start reading at that chapter and then reading at the next chapter for today. Now, already for read this one book with a lot of stories. Now here we go. And first we can read Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger story, starting at Chapter 14, A Light Bulb, A Pencil Sharpener, A Coffee Pot, and A Sack of Potatoes. I think they were going to go and do some scientific experiment in Wayside School for today. I think they were going to learn about the gravity. So, yes, here we go. Chapter 14, A Light Bulb, A Pencil Sharpener, A Coffee Pot, and A Sack of Potatoes. Galileo was the great scientist, said Mrs. Dressel. He was born in Italy in 1564 and died in 1642. He was the first person to use the telescope to study the stars, and he also helped figure out the laws of gravity. Oh, see, I know. So they were going to do the scientific experience about the gravity. Oh, I know about gravity, said Joe. Mrs. Jones pushed the computer out of the window. It fell a lot faster than the pencil. I don't think so, said Mrs. Dressel. Galileo have proved that all projects fall down at the same speed. He conducted a very famous experiment. He dropped a lot of different objects to Leaning Tower of Pisa. And Leaning Tower of Pisa is in Italy. He was building. Todd raised his hand. You're getting a little boring, he said. Oh my goodness, am I? said Mrs. Dressel. Ronnie, Littlepool and Calvin have nodded their heads. I'm sorry, said Mrs. Dressel. She thought a moment. I know, she said. Let's do the experiment here. The children cheered. They love experiments. So what they were going to do is do the experiments, but how to know about the gravity of the experiments is just falling down a lot of objects down to the window. So there is a picture of Calvinist make the objects falling down. So the light bulb and the pencil sharpener and the coffee pot and a sack of potatoes might be fall down from the window. How about, Mrs. Dressel rubbed their hands together. Let's see. We'll need a coffee pot, a pencil sharpener, a light bulb, and she thought a moment. We need something heavy. An elephant is heavy, said Benjamin. There are no elephants in Wayside School, said Mrs. Dressel. Everyone left. How about a sack of potatoes, said Ron. I bet Miss Mush has one. Go see, said Mrs. Dressel. There is a coffee pot down in the office, said Stappen. Go get it, said Mrs. Dressel. If I have a screwdriver, I could get a pencil sharpener off the wall, said Eric Fry. I've got the screwdriver, said Jenny. Oh wait, but why does Jenny have a screwdriver? And why is Jenny taking them to school? Can we use the floor stand light bulb? Said Bibi. She looked a bit selling. I guess so, said Mrs. Dressel. How do we get it? Said Bibi. You are the scientist, said Mrs. Dressel. You figured it out. So scientists need to figure it out by themselves. Bibi had put on top of the chair and stood on it. It still didn't reach the ceiling. Hey, Benjamin, let me have your chair. She put Benjamin's chair on top of hers, but wasn't tall enough. Calvin had dumped a waste paper basket onto the floor. I'll try this, he said. Bibi turned a trash can upside down and put it on the top of Benjamin's chair, and she climbed it up, but she couldn't quite reach. Liesl had brought a class dictionary. Jenny and Dana had loaded their math books. Sherry grabbed Mrs. Joe's old blue notebook. Put that down, yelled Mrs. Jules. Right now. Sherry dropped the notebook. Mrs. Dresser's kindly old face had suddenly turned mean. Don't ever touch that again, said Mrs. Drizzle ordered. Sherry returned trembling to her seat. Everyone was staring at Mrs. Drizzle. She smiled sweetly. Go back to what you're doing, she said. Jason have the baby's lunchbox. She sat on top of her books and climbed on top of and standing on her tip-tops was able to pull the cover of a fluorescent light. She had grabbed the light just as the pile of couplets sit beneath her. She fell to the ground, chumpily holding an unbroken light bulb high above her head. Ron had returned to the sack of potatoes from Mishmash. Stappen had returned with Mr. Kisswater's coffee pot. Oh, I think Stappen might be getting in trouble because Mr. Kisswater don't like things get lost from his office. But that experiment might be very exciting. So maybe Mr. Kisswater might be joining their experiments, scientific experiments. Let's see. And Mrs. Drizzle wrote, coffee pot, sack of potatoes, pencil sharpener, and light bulb on the blackboard. We're going to drop the 4 objects out of a window at the same time. How many people think the coffee pot will be ground first? Is there a coffee pot in? Asked John. It's about half full, Stappen reported. 8 kids thought the coffee pot will hit the ground first. 16 thought the sack of potatoes will hit the ground first. 3 thought the light bulb will be first. Only Terrence thought the pencil sharpener will hit first. Jason, Jenny, Joe, John, and Joe was the judges. Mrs. Darcy sent them outside. Stappen had held the coffee pot out of a window. Phoebe held the light bulb out another. Eric Fry had held a paper sharpener out of pencil sharpener out another. And Ron had held out a sack of potatoes. Everyone else had crowded around to watch. Everyone on the same side of a classroom. The school had leaned a little bit, just like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. On your mark, get set, let's go, said Mrs. Drizzle. The objects that fell down to the air smashed against the pavement. So now they have started the scientific experiments. Now a lot of objects is falling down from the 31 floor to the ground. So the judges need to figure out what have fallen down to the floor first. A short while later, the judges returned, their clothes spattered with coffee. Jenny had a bit of potatoes on her hair. Was the pencil sharpener first? Asked Terrence. It's happened so fast, said Joe. They hit about the same time. But coffee pot made the coolest explosion, said Jason. I think the light bulb hit the ground last, said John. Well, that's possible, said Mrs. Drizzle. Gravity causes all their resistance. That's good. Otherwise, raindrops will kill us. Air resistance slows things down a little bit. And he was, of course, a shape of a paper is important too. A crumble up piece of paper will fall faster than you're getting boring again, said Matt. Mrs. Drizzle stopped talking. Now we need a new pencil sharpener, said Liesel, pulling her hair. Pulling her ear. When Mr. Pickle, the counselor in Wayside School, have made don't pull Liesel's ear. No, don't pull Liesel's ponytail, And it happened again. The Dr. Pickle, the counselor, have had spelled something. So he says if Liesel said a pencil, then her ear will gonna turn to candy. So Pull will gonna lick them. So it might be happen from now on. So now from Pull, Liesel's ear might be look like a candy. So you might be careful, Liesel. Now tomorrow will be read chapter 15, An Elephant in Wayside School. It was a great scientific experiment that know about gravity and fall down a lot of objects for today. So tomorrow we do an elephant in Wayside School. But today, students and Mrs. Jarzil have Mrs. Jarzil have said there are no elephant in Wayside School, but maybe there is an elephant in Wayside School. So let's see an elephant for tomorrow. And did you have fun? You lost English Country. Come back with some this book, but not this story, because it might be a new chapter to read. And please don't visit my YouTube. Bye bye, everyone.